Okay.
Cool. Am I able to share screen? I think you're muted.
I'll go ahead and made you co-host. Go ahead.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm, Okay, I don't know why it's not. Hmm. Okay, is it going?
Not yet.
Interesting. Let me see. Desktop one. Share. I think I have to quit. Let me try one more time. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Um,
Yes,
that,
we see it. L.A Zine Club. Yay.
okay, cool. Yeah. So hi everyone. I am so happy to be here right now. Um, I wanted to start off with who is Cindy is as Cindy does. That is my username on Instagram, and it came about after college. I was so upset. It was like we were the last graduating class, and then 2020 came and it was COVID, and so I was just upset. I was just angry with the world and how my username, my diploma didn't really mean much to me. So I was reading Bell Hooks, and in All About Love, she says love is as love does. And I remember something clicked for me. Um, and yeah, I decided Cindy is as Cindy does would be my username. And I use my Instagram as a sort of digital journal. I document my experiences, my art making, my exhibitions, everything. I considered it a digital journal. And I was actually in preparation for this presentation or for this meeting today. I was like, how did I get started with zines? Because I actually started art making through COVID, and it was a form of therapy with my therapist at the time. And in 2022 is actually when I started, and it was thanks to Blanquis. Blanquis, a creative on Instagram, had created these prompt lists in 2022, and I remember starting off in July and into October. I love a good prompt. I'm also a writer, so I just love prompts that allow me to kind of, it's like a permission for me to go ahead and create, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And zines were just the perfect, I don't want to say medium, but it was just the perfect vehicle for me to express my creativity without fear of like, or even the worry about it has to be like this masterpiece, it has to be for an exhibit. It was just like this little mini zine that you could just put whatever it is you wanted in it. And these were some of the first ones that I ever made. It's always been mixed media, stickers, making use of what I have, like washi tape or old stamps, really just anything. And as you can see, I can be very vulgar in the way that I speak. I do have is it a trucker's mouth? But yeah, I just felt like zines have always been just an extra space for me to express my rage, express my comfort, express, a desire to feel heard and understood.
I think we only see your first slide still. Maybe
Oh
re-push
no.
slideshow or
It says it's
re-share.
being paused. Resume share. Resume share. Share. Is it going?
I see L.A Zine Club, but then I see the 2, 3, 4, 5, but not on the
Oh,
big screen. I mean, like I see
yeah.
the docs.google.com.
Again.
Now it works. I see who is Cindy, and I
Yeah.
see 2022 mini zine in
Yeah.
July. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is everyone else see it too? Yes. Okay.
Cool. Yeah, these were some of the zine prompts that helped me to just get the ball rolling with my creativity. Some of the zines that I had made were like paper cutouts. I was using stickers and drawing paper and sticky notes and just anything that was around me. I don't know if I mentioned, but collage was one of the first mediums I ever explored, and it very much translated into my zine making. Um, my comfort show is Abbott Elementary, so I made a zine about that, and yeah, I just love the perfect. Even with my Polaroid, I print pictures from my phone, so a lot of my zines just have literally anything. The one on the left with the eye, the prompt was monster. And that day or that week, I was at my sister's babysitting and she didn't have any art supplies. And she had a mailer and I had a sticker book. So I just made a sticker book mailer zine and it's actually binded. I don't know if you could tell. Are you guys able to see me?
Yes.
Okay. This is the iZine and it's made with just a bunch of different stickers from a sticker book. So this is all fruits. These are all bugs. These are all hands. And it's all binded using a tamale leaf. Um, yeah. So it's always making do with what I got. This is another example. I actually don't have the original for this, and I love seeing the one pagers opened up all the way. This one was watercolors, and it was about growing up in Compton and the things that I used to do, like climb fences, play with water, uh, climb the roof and jump down. It was a whole thing. So some of the reoccurring themes for me in my zine making is memory keeping and just archiving my personal life and my childhood. I often also am inspired by other creatives. So this zine in particular was inspired by a post that my friend had made on time being a social construct and how we don't all have the same 24 hours. And so I just put that all in a zine and I actually give it to her, kind of like as a love letter. Um, yeah. This one here, again, I don't have the original, but it is inspired by a mutual aid guide. I was in a cohort for creatives to do mutual aid projects in their communities. It was a all across California cohort. And I just wanted to express like, this is so cool, like this is possible, it's happening, we're doing it. So this is a mutual aid for art scene, all opened up. And then my first printed zine, I was so anxious to actually print any of my zines or like I didn't know the process. So one of the first ones that I did get to print was designed on Canva using a template. And this is the one that I made. Again, it was one of the prompts that Blanquis had put out on Hot Takes. So my first printed zine, actually, I was the first one I even packaged because I have a tiendita and so I use my packaging to sort of display my zines in that way. And yeah, this was my first printed zine. And then jumps to 2023. It was July 2023 when I had learned it was International Zine Month, and it just pushed me to make a photography zine because I am also a photographer. It's one of the first mediums I was exhibited as an artist about 10 years ago to date. And yeah, I used all horizontal pictures in my zine, and um, they're unedited, all shot on standard lens, nothing special. And I hand sign them and stamp them. So each of the zines has a stamp with my signature and the number of the zine that it is. And also the thing about these zines is that I went to Puebla. So these are Puebla zines. I actually have three at this point. And each of the center pages have like the number and the edition and my Instagram ad. And yeah. And on the technical part of zine making, um, I did the photography zine on an eight, I don't have the sample, on an 8.5 by 14 or 11 paper. I think it's 14. because the place called Place LB in Long Beach, they had gotten this influx of paper and it was this random size and they're like, we don't know what to do with it. And so that actually pushed me to create this kind of zine. So I put two, basically each time I print, I'm able to print two with one job. And I just cut them in half, hand staple them, and yeah, this is my newest photography zine. It's called Colorful Compton, and it's about just a day in the life of when I worked in Compton, and it just disillusioned me working there because of the nonprofit industrial complex. So again, my photography and my zines allow me to document my life and my experiences in this like little thingy you can hold. And then more recently, I actually was able to print Love Can Be, which is a fanzine paying homage to an article by Miriam Gerba. Miriam Gerba is an author that has helped me a lot in navigating life post-sexual trauma. And so I made this fanzine in honor of that. And I made it in May earlier this year because I was going to be in conversation with her. So I even added like a notes page in the back for people to take notes in. These are my notes, but yeah, my first fanzine. And it was all the original. I actually gifted it to her, but it was using again stickers, cutouts, and yeah. And then last August, I was able to collaborate with Culture Fix to invite authors and artists to submit works that revolved around reproductive justice. I'm not a mother, but I have all the reproductive organs. And the person that I collaborated with, Culture Fix, she wanted my perspective on this topic. So we just invited a bunch of artists and writers to submit to a zine, and it's called Cycles, and there's a bunch of art there from folks with various experiences around body and autonomy. And the picture on the right is my collage that I had submitted, and it was part of the artist call out. So it was, yeah, Cycles by Culture with Culture Fix. And I've also been featured in Menstrual Reclamations. It's a zine for in collaboration with Period the movement. Oh my goodness, I can't remember their name. But I was able to submit a mixed media piece here, which is a beaded tampon and period pad. And then earlier this year as well, I think it was in April or May, I was able to get featured in Where is Home, a zine for Palestine with Drifter Zine. And I had submitted this coloring book sheet that is in that zine. And now, yeah, I don't know if y'all want to make a zine. I love zine, so I don't know if I mentioned, but I teach art after school. And one of the first things I like to do with them are zines because there's so much you can communicate within a zine. And the one here, it's all about me. And I just invite folks to, or the kiddos to tell me their name, their birthday, just the basics. And yeah, so this is mine. It says, my name is Cindy. I'm 27. My birthday is June 13th. My favorite art tool are scissors. My artist name is Cindita. In my free time, you'll find me skating. One thing to know is that I'm sensitive, and this was made in Mini Zine July of 2023. And this zine in particular, I had started it off as just like a bunch of doodles in the background. And then, I don't know, probably like a week later, the idea came to me to do cutouts. And yeah, that's a one pager. Um, I don't want to assume everybody knows how to make a zine, but I added this slide. If you all want to get into zine making or if you have any questions, I'll stop sharing. Um, yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, earlier we had is it Lauren or Lorraine? Sorry, ask if we're gonna make a zine today. So I'm so glad that we are making a zine. Yay, thank you.
Yay, yeah, let me put that slide back on. Um, yeah, so I do want to invite folks to do an all about me zine. Just in honor of that lesson that I do with my kiddos. I would love to learn about who you all are here. And I feel like, yeah, the all about me would be really cool. But I also have students that sometimes are like, can I do whatever I want? And I'm like, yes, if you have an idea, run with it. So yeah, this is a suggested um zine template, I guess. But do we all know how to fold a zine? I can try to do a tutorial really quickly. Wait, I think I'm still sharing screen. Oh no, what is going on? I'm so sorry, friends. Boom. Mm, I'm gonna do one with this paper. So we start with folding our sheet of paper hot dog. Yum, yum, yum. That's what I tell my students. And some folks use bone folders to really make the crease. We don't have bone folders at my school, so I just tell students to do it one side and then do hot dog the other way and pinch it. Pinch, 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 pinch. Um, yeah,
I
just
have
to
a
create.
question. How old are your students?
I have kinder TK to fifth grade. Yeah. And I did this with my one of my classes at the gallery that I work at. And this girl had made her whole zine. It was all pictures, and each one was like a caterpillar basically coming out of its cocoon, and then it's like the butterfly. And I was like, oh my God, that was pretty cool. Yeah, I love when students are like, can I do my own thing? Because they just have ideas. I think sometimes we limit them as educators, and part of my thing even with myself is just let it come out. Like, don't limit yourself, don't silence yourself. Sorry, I'm like folding ahead. So yeah, after here you fold in half this way once, and then again twice, and you should have a little booklet like this. There should be a cover. Oh wait, I haven't even cut. Yeah. So then you open it up and you should have 8 squares. A rectangle. My kids love to correct me. Man, that's a rectangle. Yes, it is. Then you go to hot dog this time. I mean hamburger. And there's an opening, which I tell my students that's the mouth. We are not going to cut anything here. We're going to cut from the folded part, just that first little arrow, I mean, box, rectangle. I'm just going to try with my fingers. Snip, snip, snip. And then sometimes it looks like little feet, like little feet. Boop, 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 boop. And then you open it, and there should be that mouth piece. And then you go back to hot dog. And then there should be a diamond. This is the part where we sing Rihanna's Beautiful like diamonds in the sky. And then you just squish it, and you should have your 8-page zine. So you should have a cover and 6 pages, and a back cover. So you can, from here, I would recommend writing the page numbers with a pencil. Then you can go back in and erase it, but you should have a total of 8 pages. So again, for the prompt that I'm suggesting, it's going to be all about me. You could tell us your name, your birthday, your favorite color, your favorite art tool, what you like to do in your free time. You can add your signature. Um, yeah, really anything goes. This is your zine. Your zine is not going to judge you. Yeah.
I see on slide 22 you have the suggested pages, but I think it's minimized. Can you maximize
Oh,
slide?
yeah. Let me know if that works.
Okay, I see that now. Suggested pages, title, all about me. And then, okay, this will be fun if everyone is following along and we want to all do this and then we can all share at the end. And I don't have to record us sharing, but now everyone knows how to make a page. So I'll stop the recording.